Good evening and welcome back to Mage Quest. I'm Apparatus. My voice is back and so am I. So we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff today. I think what we're going to do today is put Witchery on hold for a little bit. Well, slightly. We're still going to do a little bit with it today. But what I want to do is just investigate the various means of magical flight within Mage Quest. So let's get going. Alright, so as I mentioned, we're going to put Witchery on a little bit of a hiatus, put our studies on a hold for a moment here. We're not going to pursue everything in this right now. Last time we left off here, we had just completed the Poppet Shelf. Last thing we need to do before we can open up some requests here is a Tongue of Dog. So we need to kill some wolves. Kill a total of 20 wolves. Man, we'll have a lot of blood on our hands at that point here. Another thing I want to do is actually get into the Hedge Mage quest. I would love to get this going here. We need to kill a witch, so we need to find a witch here. The only witch we have so far is in our little blood farm here. I don't really want to waste that one. We have Mr. Source here, who is my witch that all of a sudden appeared in here randomly. I'd rather not kill him though, because he's fairly useful. He is named and everything like right now, so he's providing a lot of LP for us. Let's see how our network is doing here. That's not the right one. Let's see this one here. There we go. And let's see, Sigil Holding says we have about 500,000 LP in the little more than 500,000 LP in there, and slowly rising. It'll go so much faster though if we can get more witches in there at some point. Someone in the comments mentioned we can find witches and witch spawners at some of the little structures we see around here from Witchery, so we could try to find one of those. And that's going to be one of the goals I think for today too, is to find one of those circles that we can steal a spawner for. So we're going to grab the Diamond Dahlia wherever we go, just in case we happen upon one in our travels, because we're going to try to find a wolf today, and then get some breeding done for those, so a couple wolves. I kind of want to investigate the various means of flight in Mage Quest. So we've done one already, and that is the flight potion from Blood Magic. Now when we first made these, it was like very, very early episodes, maybe like episode 10. And we didn't get very far. We only got 2 minutes of flight on this one, and this is the highest I can go. Let's see what I need to add now to, let's see, Lengthening Catalyst. Let's see what I can make out. What does that take to make now? So it's 2 average Lengthening Catalysts with some Aquasulcis. Aquasulcis is made from water bottle, ink sacs. It needs the Transcendent Blood Orb. How do we get that? That's new. I guarantee that's new. Transcendent Blood Orb. That must be the highest, like, demon level stuff here. Archmagus was the highest before, but it looks like Transcendent is the highest possible. So we can get that from simple catalysts, ink sac, water bottle, and 3 water bottles, okay. I wonder if it consumes the water bottles. If that's the case, that sucks. So that can get the average lengthening catalyst. Oh, wait. Looks like there's 2 recipes. Oh no, the average lengthening catalyst is 1 portion of it. So we need 2 mundane and 1 standard binding agent. Mundane lengthening catalysts are lots of the simple catalyst here. We need a lot of that. Then redstone and a weak binding agent. Weak binding agent is more of the simple catalysts and clay to make the weak binding agent. To make the standard binding agent requires Crystallos, Sanctus, and another weak binding agent. So, man, there's so many materials involved in making just a lengthening catalyst here, especially the greater. Now this is going to provide, the greater lengthening catalyst I think provides like 11 minutes of flight, so it is a worthwhile upgrade, and it'll last for, oh yeah, because we can find it in dungeon chests. This is a cool little mod that they added in. It tells you the percentage of stuff you can find in dungeons and that kind of thing. You can see everything that's possible here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It doesn't work that great all the time. Sometimes it tells me this information, you don't necessarily need to know that, but it's kind of interesting. So I think what we should do first of all is make one of these potions, because that'll be our first flight thing we can do, I think. And Blood Magic is the one we have the most progress made in, I would say. We need to put the alchemic chemistry set back down over here, probably. Man, I should really make a structure for this soon. But you know what, flight would make that significantly easier, so maybe that's the next goal here after we get flight taken care of. So what I'm going to need to do is make up a ton of the simple catalyst, which is sugar and 2 redstone, 1 sugar, glowstone, and gunpowder. Now we should have everything we need to do this. Now let's take a look and see how much gunpowder we have. A stack, that's not too bad. Redstone we have plenty of, I'm sure. We need sugar canes. for sugar. Now that I won't have a ton of, I'm sure, because I haven't been chopping it down regularly. But this should give us enough to get going here at least. And I'll take a look through my chest and stuff. The one thing that I think is missing from this mod pack is like a central organizing system. You know, like there's no real like substitute for applied energistics and that kind of thing. Of the massive sorting systems and very simple to use massive storage system for everything. So that's one thing I would love to have in here somehow. Barrels and that kind of thing help a little bit, but there's no substitute for it. Okay, so sugar, redstone, gunpowder, and then we need glowstone. Now that's the one thing I might be lacking on here. Let's take a look here quick. I don't have much. I have one there. Now there is a way, seeing as how we're actually getting away from witchery here, why don't we get our old armor back on? Yeah. Hello, old friend. Let's put this stuff back on here. And I got the rings back on. Sweet. So we're back in business as far as this is concerned. We can get our old weapons back out. I also did a little bit of work between episodes here, getting the magical chores pretty much finished here. Oops, not that one. I got it pretty much all finished except for the structurally superior one, which requires void metal, which is a Thaumcraft thing. We can't quite get there yet. So that's why I kind of hold it off on that one here. I think that now that we have this, we should grab our tools back out, our Fortune 3 pickaxe, our awesome sword. We'll put this stuff away for now. Our cool shovel with a silk touch on it. And that should be everything we need then. Okay. So we got cool weapons back on again. Put this back in the hotbar. We'll probably put this away here. I made the bags here, so we can throw stuff into here now. Throw these pants in there, for instance. Diamond shovel can go. Don't need that anymore. Pretty good. Oh, this golden chalk I don't need anymore either. Oops, what am I trying to do here? We need the sugarcane. I have that. We need oh yeah, that's right. Man, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Where is that? Did I have it on me? I did. Okay, so Lexica Botania. Here we go. So there is a way to make glowstone, I think. Using alchemizing with mana. Glowstone we can make. Oh, well, we can't just make glowstone. It takes glowstone to make glowstone. Well, that's not quite fair. Is there another way to make it at all? Synthesize it? Oh, can't. Oh, man. Redstone synthesizes into glowstone. Well, that's overpowered. Indeed. Oh, man. Let's just throw a stack of that in there and get a stack of glowstone back. That's awesome. So, this is going to pay off here. We got 2 full mana pools here. There we go. See, look, it's saying it's full. I love the new graphics for this thing, too. I don't know which, if it's part of that's part of Botania or if it's part of another mod that adds more recipes, but I like the overlay on the screen to tell me when I can craft something. So we got 64 glowstone, and now we're just short on sugarcane, but this should do it and make a ton of the catalyst. Now we need our orb, apprentice. Oh, here we go. We'll just use this. You gotta remember to put it back when we're done, but we'll do this. Is that doing the trick? Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let this go here. It's gonna take a bit of time to make us a ton of catalyst here. We'll want at least 55 catalyst, and we'll let it go, and then I'll check back in a moment. Alright, so I managed to get 39 simple catalysts here, and it's gonna go reasonably far. Not as many as I hoped for. I don't know what was happening there exactly. I think the glowstone is getting consumed faster than everything else, because that's what I ran out of first. As you can see, we had less sugar than everything else, and we still have 17 of that left. So I don't know what the deal was there necessarily. We aren't out of anything. We aren't out of LP in the network. There's plenty of LP in the network. Where's our thing? Where is that? Where'd that go? LP in the network still is, you know, 500,000. So don't know exactly. But yeah, that was the problem there. But I still got 39. That should be enough to get going here. The next thing we need to make, if we're making the greater lengthening catalyst, is that we'll need Aqua Salis is one of the things here, which requires water bottles and simple catalyst and ink sacks. Now I got the ink sacks right there. The water bottles, I have glass here. Let's make a couple of these. Oh, there's a couple water bottles in there too, but we need 3 to make one of these Aqua Salises here. So let's make 2. We'll have 6 there then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's fill up 6 with water, and then we'll see if we can make 2 of those things here. So first of all, we'll throw this in here to make the Aquasalis. And let's go. Okay, so it requires, oops, 3 of those, simple catalyst and ink sac. Okay, so like so. And I think what was holding us back before was our blood orb wasn't high enough to actually do these higher level things to make these higher level catalysts. So we need the ink. We're gonna make 2 of these. We're gonna go like this, then 2. Oops, we can't do that because they don't stack. That's right. And a simple catalyst. And that should start the process. Should just take a minute or 2. Otherwise, things are going okay. I made a second flask here, so we have an empty flask that we can use for our thing here eventually. Oh, it didn't consume the ink. So it consumed everything else, but it didn't consume. Oh, did I have that stacked? I might have had that stacked. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably put 2 in there right away. So we'll put that in there. It doesn't take long at all. But yeah, I made another potion flask. We're ready to go there. We got lots of simple catalysts, and I got a bunch of other reagent stuff we'll need to make the standard binding agents. Which we'll need. Actually, we don't need that. We need. Oh no, we need 2 of the average catalysts. So we'll need a lot of redstone still too, and weak binding agent, which is clay. Okay, let's see if I can find clay. That's one thing I didn't account for. Yeah, here's some. Everything we want to make is going to take a lot though, so hopefully this potion will be worth it once we're done with it. Now it's going to be temporary flight, obviously, so it's not completely a good solution. There's way better solutions out there. We'll get into those soon. So there's our Aquasalis. Next we need a standard binding agent, which is weak binding agent, which is 2 simple catalysts and some clay. So let's make some simple catalysts and some clay. We'll do 8 in here and 8 in here. We'll make hopefully make 8 simple binding agents here, and then we can upgrade those to the weak binding agent. We'll upgrade to the standard binding agent, and we need Sanctus as well, which requires glowstone, gold, more simple catalyst, and glass. Man, it's expensive to do all this stuff. Maybe I'm doing too much of these lower level stuff, but man, it's gonna take some time. So I think what we'll do is I'm gonna get as far as making everything up into the last step here. I'm gonna get the average length in the catalyst, and then we'll do the last step here together. So I'm gonna be right back. Basically, we just gotta follow the recipes through and get it all done here. Alright, so I've gotten a lot of it done here. I got Crystallos, which was snow and ice made. I got the standard binding agents, which required the Sanctus as well. Man, a lot of alchemy done here off camera that was very tedious, I'll say. We got also some average lengthening catalysts. I also managed to save a couple of standard binding agents because we'll need these as well to actually make the potion. So first of all, what we'll do is make a standard flight potion. And let's go like this, and that should do the trick. Yes, it is working here. So once this gets done, it'll take this flask and make it a standard flight potion. Okay, cool. So that's the standard. Next, we want to take our average lengthening catalysts, put those together to make a greater lengthening catalyst. This should be doing the trick now. Awesome. And we're going to see what this greater lengthening catalyst ends up getting us. See if this is actually worth it. So what we do is put the potion back in again, put it back with a feather, and this should do the trick for us. So we'll see how much the duration is on this. Now we got 18 minutes, 8 swigs of 18 minutes. So this is a great deal of flight. I mean, 18 minutes a piece, 8 times 8, that's enough to build a sizable building in my opinion, if you're working quickly with creative flight mode. Now that's not the end for blood magic. There is other means of flight within it. There is, I think there's the air sigil, which isn't necessarily a great method of flight. Let's see here quick. Here it is, air sigil. We could just make this quick here. It takes a gas tier, reinforced slates, and transcendent blood orb, or any kind of blood orb. Do we have reinforced slates? I'll have to make a couple of them quick. Yeah, I can make that up quick and just show you what that looks like. It's not the best means of flight, I'll say. I think it's on par with the, I think it's kind of on par with the Rod of the Skies from Botania. Do I have any gas tiers in here? No, I don't. Of course I don't. Well, I guess maybe I'll put that on hold for now. It's not the best flight method anyways. There is one other method of flight we can get in Blood Magic. There's a ritual called the Reverence of the Condor, which basically provides a zone of creative flight mode. So it creates like a wide area that you can fly in, basically. It doesn't cost anything once you activate it, but it costs 1 million. And as you saw, we only had 500,000 in our sigil, in our system rather, right now. So I think what I'm going to do right now is take a little break. I'm going to come back, see if I can find a ghast here. I don't think I will be able to though. And then we'll come back and take a look at other methods of flight here. So I'll be right back. Alright, so as I mentioned, there's lots of other different kinds of flight in Mage Quest. Those flight potions are great. 18 minutes of flight is pretty good, especially creative flight, pretty great. But you do run the risk of, it running out while you're in midair and falling to your death. So we have to consider that as well as a factor. So there are more mods though, and there are more ways of flying in those mods here. So let's take a look at Thaumcraft. There is a way we can fly in Thaumcraft as well, similar to the way Blood Magic works, but this will be an apparatus. So let's take a look here quick, and we will find out about the thermostatic harness. We need scribing tools and paper to get this research note, so let's grab that quick here. And we'll research that very, very quickly, because I'm getting pretty good at researching these things here. What's the next one over here? Don't know what that one is yet. We'll have to do this one first here. Okay, so let's research this here. So let's throw the thermostatic harness up into here. Man, it's a big one. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay. There we go, we got it. Now we can research the thermostatic harness. So let's take a look and see what this entails. Oh, the thermostatic girdle. Well, we want that too. But let's take a look at the harness first here. You've finally managed to unlock the secret of flight. You have created a harness that anchors itself to the thermic field using thermostatic energy, allowing you to defy gravity. You think its quantums and quarks might have something involved also. Unusually, there's only Viz required to power this harness is added during its creation process. Unusually, the only Viz. Okay, so instead, the fuel it requires for flight is raw potentia. Simply right-click on while hold. Okay, so we basically need potentia to power it. Pressing H while wearing the harness activates and deactivates it. High instability, but we should be okay. Requires comparators. Pretty cheap to make, actually. Just high instability, and we need all that stuff in order to do it. So it's going to be a bit of a process getting all of that. But the nice thing about this is once it's made, it just works. We don't have to make anything else. We just need to get potentia to power it. Now I don't know the rate at which it consumes it, how long it lasts, and that kind of thing. I guess it depends on how often you're activating it and deactivating it. So what we're going to do right now, I think I'm going to go in and get the Eider, Machina, Potentia, and Volatus all taken care of here, and then we'll do the infusion to actually make the thermostatic harness, and then we'll take to the skies with this new apparatus. Alright, so I have all the necessary components here. I'm filling up my hotbar here, because it's been a while since I had one of these infusions. This is the first infusion since we got the new balanced crystal clusters here, the shard clusters. Down here, there should be balanced. I don't think I missed any. The colors don't look perfectly. I started out working perfectly, but now it's I ran out. So to just get it balanced, to figure I'll just do it. It won't look pretty. It doesn't matter. It was real for my own edification there. And then we have the infusion all set up here. I got the necessary essentia, and I got all of the necessary components laid out in a manner that seems fairly balanced to me. Time will tell. And then, just in case anything pops off here and we need to retrieve it quickly, I have everything that was in the infusion here in my hotbar, so we can quickly replace it without losing too much essentia in the meantime here. So here goes nothing. Fingers crossed this will work very nicely. So let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's gonna start with the Volatus. Kind of rainbowy. I like the iridescent look to it. Looks very cool. Now this one I had the least of, I think. But I had 32 in there. That took all of it, yep. And then Potentia was another 32. Oh, I took some damage there. Jeez. Things are getting dangerous up in here. Did we lose anything there? Did we lose anything? No, not yet. Okay, good. Okay, so the Potentia is almost done. Now we're on to Machina. Okay, man. So far, so good. It's staying nice and balanced. Oh, there we go. Here's one. Here's one. Something fell off. That's alright, we'll fix it. Now it's unbalanced. Oh, shoot. Hopefully it'll be okay. We might be cause further problems for ourselves by making it unbalanced now. Okay, here we go. Alright, it's taking one. Oh, we might have it. We might have it. Come on, you. Don't let me down. Grab it. Oh, we got it. We got it. One more. We've done it. Oh boy, thermostatic harness. Man, alright, so what we need to do with this is with a, basically we'll put the board ajar in our hotbar, I think, and then we right click with this, and then we put this in here. And that will fuel it. Okay, so I think we throw this on our back then. Oh, that looks amazing. Look how cool that looks. Oh my god, it looks amazing. Alright, so that right there lends credence to this being a very nice way to fly here. So it's said in the book to press H to fly. It works. It is creative flight. Oh, the meter on the left there tells us how much ascension we have left. That is fantastic. Now, I don't know if I like H as the fly button, but it works for me. And this is creative flight. So up, space to go up, shift to go down. This is the way to go, man. And I can actually visibly see the time constraints. Now you can see on the right here, it's already starting to fade a little bit here. But that'll work nicely. Now, this doesn't have any bonus defense right now. I think we could pair it with something, maybe runic armors, to provide some benefits here. Thermostatic girdle is a way to increase the speed of it, but actually this is also enchantable, which we'll get into soon, hopefully, with enchanting with Essentia and using Thaumcraft to do enchanting here soon. Maybe next episode we'll do that. That'd be a kind of interesting thing to do. But yeah, that's really nice. I think this will be a key way of flying. Now, the only thing about this is that it's a little slow without any upgrades. So you can see it's very slow. Vertically, it's not too bad. Horizontal speed isn't great. So I think between the two of them, I think right now, I think that the blood magic wins out. Even though it is more complex to build, this is a nice thing for, I think this will be okay for building, but with some upgrades it could be perfect. The girdle will help, but it does consume mana faster, so I think enchanting this would be the best bet. We're gonna take it off for now. So just by a little flying around there, use 2 of the 64, so it's gonna probably die pretty quickly. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm gonna throw it in the chest here. So I'm gonna empty out my pack here, and we have one more task I want to complete here before we wrap up today, and that is witchery flight. So I'll be right back. Alright, so as I mentioned, there's one more method of flight we want to do today. And actually, we won't get to it because it's probably going to take too much time just to get the resources for it. And that is the witchery brooms. Now, the brooms are said to be the fastest method of horizontal travel. As far as building and that kind of thing, it's not great. We'll have to use one of the other methods for building. But as far as getting around, nothing beats the broom. But in order to do that, we need to get Tongue of Dog. And to get Tongue of Dog, we need to go kill wolves. And that's not something I'm too comfortable with, honestly. So, we're going to do 2 things today. First of all, we're going to try to complete this one here. Low chance of retrieval. Get 20 dogs. I think now that we have flight, I think the best way of getting dogs, I haven't seen a single one since we started playing here. So, I think we'll have to fly around and see if we can find a dog. Find a wolf, rather, and tame a couple of them, bring them back home, and then we'll start breeding them to bring our numbers up there as far as killing 20 dogs. I really don't want to have to do that, though. Man, maybe we can surgically remove the tongues from the dogs somehow without killing them. Seems unlikely. So I think what we're going to do is leave the thermostatic harness here. We're going to take a swig of our potion here, our flight potion we made earlier, and then we'll take to the skies and see if we can find some wolves. So here we go. And I got lots of bones. I got a stack and 9 of bones. And we're also on the lookout for witches. So I brought a diamond dolly in case we find a witch spawner. Now they're reportedly in, you can find spawners at these circles, the little stone circles you'll see from witchery around. I thought I saw some more up towards our old base here. So let's fly around and see what we can see here. Now this looks quite promising. Let's see what biome this is. It is taiga. I think this is where we can find some wolves. So let's take a look around here quick. There's sheep, which wolves and sheep can be found in the same biomes. So that's a good sign. Maybe we have to wait till night? Do wolves only come out at night? I don't think that's true. I think that you can find them during the day too. Just keeping our eyes open. We found cows. Or sheep. A lot of sheep. Yeah, I think we're better off looking during the day here than at night. But this is a very big forest, so hopefully we'll find some if we keep flying around here. I think I see some on the map. Okay, cool. Let's go this way. On the map over here. Do we see some? We found them. All right, puppies. Hi, puppies. There's 3 of them. Oh man. Okay, let's tame them. First of all, here, get them over to our side. Yay, puppies. Yay. Okay, so it's 2. We need 1 more. Oh, that's 3. Got 3. All right, bring them with us. Let's go see if we can find any more puppies. Love how just a herd of puppies following us around. Come on, puppies. All right, so we'll have to breed these ones together, and unfortunately they're puppies. Their litter from here on out is gonna have to be subject to our blade, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. This is it. Okay, this is it. This is what they're talking about here. Is there a witch spawner here? I think this is a spot witches can spawn. Let's take a look here underneath. There is one. Ah, perfect, man. We're accomplishing all of our missions here. This is great. Okay, so now we can fly back without much problem. Now, will the wolves come with me? I'm gonna have to land every couple minutes to make sure the wolves are still coming, I think. But in general, we should make it back here. So I'm just gonna actually probably hoof it most of the way back, fly when necessary, but I don't wanna make sure the wolves don't get left behind here. Just gotta make sure I don't run too much. Come on, puppies. Let's go let's go find you a new home. All right, we've made it back to the fortress here. Our dogs are intact, well, mostly intact. I'm missing one, unfortunately. But hopefully he gets, I don't know, we'll find him again. If we head back the way we came, we could find him again. I'm just gonna bring these guys over here. We'll make a pen for these guys soon. I'll put it someplace over here, probably. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll put it over here. I'm gonna have them sit for now, though. And they should wait right here for us till tomorrow. And then we can start them breeding together here. I just want to rest here. I'm a little weary from this mining fatigue I have from carrying this witch spawner. We want to take this witch spawner over to our blood magic area here. How much time do I have left on here? 10 minutes still. Man, only took 8 minutes to get there and back with the spawner, with the wolves and everything like that, and the spawner and all that. So what we'll do is put the witch spawner into here with all of these guys here. Oh my gosh, he's throwing stuff at me. There we go. Now we got a witch spawner, and we're gonna kill our first witch, and this will take care of the Mage quest. All right, so let's fly out of here if we can, very carefully without getting any more damaged by anything. Oh my gosh. Oof. We got a witch hand there too. Okay. All right. Now, once we stop being poisoned, we should be okay. How you wolves doing? Good? Good. Let's get in here. And we'll take a look at the quest now that we're done being poisoned, and we should have activated the Mage quest. So we'll start with low chance of retrieval tomorrow, or rather I think this will be till next episode because we're getting a little bit long here now. Anyways, I've been Modi. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Mage Quest. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hope you come back for more soon. If you did enjoy it, of course, leave a like or a comment. I really appreciate hearing all the support and feedback and anything you want to suggest for the future. Other than that, I'll see you guys back next time for more. Have a good night.